Anybody that messages me or if they hit me up, I just tell them just to perfect your craft. Like, I know it's a video game at the end of the day. There's not too much you can do, but like you can get your shot down packed to where like you hit your shot every single time you're open. You can practice dribbling, do all the little things, and don't be afraid. I know like sometimes in the community people don't like to give credit. They don't like to say they learned something.
Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. And as things get...
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Now, here's Richardson. Harris passes to Richardson. Horford with it. He's picked up by Collins. Right here. Simmons finds Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Goes up the baseline. Misses off the right iron.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Capella, following the miss by Al Horford.
Well, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Simmons inside. Young's there. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And C-Web, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease. Well, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Out to the wing. Passes it to Capella. The kick out to Young. To the inside. Capella dishes to Collins. Young from outside. The putback. And that one is off. And Philadelphia the other way now. Richardson the pass to Simmons. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
He's finding some good shots early on, and what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
And there's the pass to Capella. He kicks it to Young. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Harris.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Collins. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Capella against Embiid. Capella kicks to Young. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. Horford. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson values the easy assist over a risky shot.
Young with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Embiid, the pass to Richardson. Back to Embiid. The dish now to Harris. Embiid wide open and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And this is where Capella excels. Close to the rim, uses his size well to dunk it.
To the paint. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Herter. Hunter kicks to Collins. Over Horford. Shot by Collins, no good. Simmons left side. And the rejection by Collins. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
We've got Alec Burks. Robinson is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Scott in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Clock at 4. Here's Reddish. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Scott finds Robinson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's stolen by Jones. Down low. Here's Bembry, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And the shot goes in. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, here's Reddish. Burks pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 4.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
That one goes in. So it's Philadelphia now. So here's Burks. Robinson dishes to Scott. Pass to Korkmaz. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Robinson. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Fernando's checked in. Scott the pass to Thybulle. There's the 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist by T. Reddish has got 4 this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Burks the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Scott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. It's tipped. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons. Collins passes to Fernando. Back to Collins. Here's Young. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Milton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford's checked in for Scott. And it's Richardson in for Tobias Harris. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Passes to Fernando. Here's Huerter. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
Here's Horford. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Simmons. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Embiid dishes to Horford. Outside, Simmons. Hilton the pass to Horford. Intercepted. There's the pass to Hunter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And when Horford is driving hard to the rim, the defense has no choice but to try to wrap him up. It's tough to stop that 6'10" frame from rolling to the hoop.
And Al Horford drops them both. 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And stolen by Richardson. All going up court. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how? And that'll about do it as we...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Huerter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
6'10" center from Switzerland. I mean, Capella, he's become a nightly double-double threat. Strong big man.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Back to Richardson. Horford in the post. He's guarded by Collins. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Al Horford.
Oh, you better put a body on Horford. I mean, when you don't, he's more than content to torch you like this.
Here's Capella, and the rejection by Embiid. Tries yet again.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
So lethal in open court situations. Richardson excels at using his speed and athleticism to do damage in transition.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Richardson, and it's Burks in for Ben Simmons. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jones checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter, and it's Teague in for Young. Embiid from outside. That shot, no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Capella. The putback. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers.
Good luck trying to prevent Embiid from scoring. I mean, he's terrific at fending off contact on the way up.
Here's Capella. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Horford. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. For the lead, Atlanta with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Herder, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. And he slams it one-handed.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Harris kicks to Burks. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist in this one. Atlanta's shooting around 41% on the night. Herder passes to Teague. Feeds it to Jones. And stolen by Thybulle. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Outside, Horford. Pass to Embiid. Now Thybulle. Burks kicks to Harris. For the lead, back to Burks. 5 to shoot. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Reddish with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. One-on-one fast break. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Look at the unselfishness of Embiid. But, I mean, he's solid at realizing when one of his guys is uncovered.
Teague. Good D by Embiid.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Horford. Thybulle with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Kicks it to Reddish. Some solid defense from Harris. 76ers trailing. Pass to Burks. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Herder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Alec Burks. The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for Damian Jones. Bembry's checked in for Reddish. And Trey Young subbed in for T. The 76ers trail by 4. Here's Korkmaz. Good, nice job down low. Korkmaz has got his first points in this one.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Now the 76ers on the break. Outside, Scott. No good that time. Got it off in time, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Korkmaz is out there with Robinson. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Scott in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Scott. Milton trying to break free. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Bembry. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The Hawks leading. Bembry the pass to Fernando. Here's Bembry. Second shot opportunity. Fernando, that's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At the line for your 76ers.
And that one falls for Robinson. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Richardson comes in for Shake Milton. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins is checked in.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And that one's good. Hunter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Inside, here's Richardson. Kept alive. Korkmaz lays it up and banks it in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Bembry. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And he gets it to go.
Well, I like Richardson's versatile skill set. He has the deep shot, but he can also drive through the D.
Robinson against Collins. Young inside. He feeds it to Dedmon. No good there. And Philadelphia the other way now. Embiid is at the elbow. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Robinson. The 76ers need to get off a shot from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. And now here comes Young leading the break. An easy 2 points on the layup.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Outside for Simmons. Dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford is checked in for Glenn Robinson III, and Harris subbed in for Korkmaz. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Benbrook. Young passes to Capella. He kicks to Hunter. Back to Capella. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Capella's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Terrific at catching in near the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Young. Oh, that's blocked.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
The second chance effort. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so Horford will bring it up for the 76ers. That one falls.
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
Young drives in, and he banks in the layup. Young's got the lead, back up to 8 now for Atlanta.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Simmons can't get it to go. Fast break, here we go. Hunter kicks to Collins. It's Young on the wing. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point range, but they'll get another chance.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And so the Hawks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
from other people, but I never played power forward a day in my life. So when people were saying, "Oh, Zay's the best power forward in the league right now," or legit, or any of the other like top power forwards in the league, I was watching them. I was watching their games to learn what they were doing, where they were sitting on defense, where the sweet spot is on defense to play the drop and to play the corner and stuff like that. Like, you can always learn from other people.
100% agree with.
And that shot should leave no. And with.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. Now here's Harden. Covington in the corner. Shoots. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Covington. Harden's got the first points of the night for Houston.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold. Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Here's Herter. Up and in on the layup. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. From deep, Harden. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for second all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robinson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway. I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
It's just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Excellent, excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
And so here is Houston. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Reddish, she's checked in for Atlanta. The Rockets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's Westbrook with the drive. Rebounded by Capella. Here's Atlanta now. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Westbrook and Capella sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Capella on display there. When his energy matches his wingspan, he causes a lot of problems on defense.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. So for the Rockets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Robert Covington. And Gordon subbed in for Daniel House. Atlanta also making some changes here. Jones checked in for Capella. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Hunter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Rockets trail by 4. Gordon finds Westbrook. Looking to end the run, and the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Hawks leading by 4. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Young's got 10 points.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the layup's good off the glass. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides, it's really what makes him so valuable.
Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Bembry. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Reddish's shot is good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night, and he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. Atlanta leading by 8. Here's Bembry, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And that one drops for him. Young's got 12.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
You know, excellent quickness by Gordon, and you got to respect that, especially on defense.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Hawks on top. They lead by 12.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the...
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague out there with Young. Then it's Dwayne Dedman, and it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. And Green gets it to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And stolen by Gordon. It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Carroll. And And some nice passing there by Houston. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Green. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
In the corner. Herder with it. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. It's stolen by McLemore. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Rockets last season traded Clint Capella for Robert Covington. The front office felt it was a move they had to make to go from good to great. And, of course, they certainly gave up size, but with Westbrook and Harden in the lineup, they needed more shooting, with open driving lanes to be at their best. And Covington provides that, along with great perimeter defense. Guys?
A team that's no stranger to bold moves. Thanks, David.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. Here's Fernando. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And, guys, the defense of Teague is underrated. Excellent instincts. And he takes reasonable chances on defense.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Covington passes to Rivers. Back to Covington. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Carroll against Capella. To the paint. Back to Teague. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House comes in for Eric Gordon. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Austin Rivers. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Westbrook against Teague. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Westbrook. To the right side. The kick out to Teague. The tray, and the rejection by Harden. Stolen by Harden, and now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way, and finished off by Westbrook.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands. And I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Embry the pass to Jones. No good on the shot. The Rockets go the other way with it. It's stolen by Jones. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Harden outside. Puts up a 3. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Eight seconds left to play here in the half. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 12 points and 3 assists. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
And to no one's surprise, Trae Young has played exceptionally well.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Rockets trail by 8. Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And, Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they look to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
And here's Harden for 3. It's good on the putback.
You know, I love a lot about Westbrook's game, but one of the things I like most is he's one of the best rebounders in the league, regardless of position. And he may be the best rebounding guard in the league.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Harden can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
It's Harden with the drive. Collins with some nice D.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Hunter dishes to Capella. Lays it up and banks it in. Capella's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
To the left wing. Clock at 6. Here's Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Young. Here's Capella. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
The deep 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And Herter gets it to go. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare the...
my goodness! That was special. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Passes it to Herter. Here's Capella. Lays it up off the glass. Capella's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's Westbrook with the drive and the rejection by Collins.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
From deep, Harden. Kept alive by Houston. Takes a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Rockets. Kicks it out to Collins. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tamari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Robert Covington comes in for Jeff Green. And McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
The first one falls. And so Collins nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Boy, this is Westbrook at his absolute best. Attacking, getting into the lane, and finishing in style.
Passes it to Carroll. On the way, Gordon. Carroll kicks to Westbrook. The shot misses. Great D that time from T.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with a little extra pizzazz.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good, Westbrook. 6 seconds left to play here in the third. Teague drives in. No good.
Good, solid, basic, fundamental defense. Tucker on balance, light on his feet, alert, beautifully done.
And here at the end of the third quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 14. On the court for Atlanta. Bembry out there with Teague. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Dedmon in at the 5 spot. Atlanta's shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. On the basket by Jones.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
McLemore, the pass to Covington. And McLemore kicks to Gordon. Houston moving it around. Westbrook drives in over Teague. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jeff Teague.
You know, people marvel at the explosiveness of Westbrook for good reason, but he also is pretty crafty. This guy he's got some tricks too.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Now the dish to Jones. Reddish kicks to Young. Down low. Knocks it loose. Covington with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. The kick out to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down.
Hey, we know this guy's a dynamic scorer, but what Westbrook really is an energetic, intense competitor.
Young passes to Bembry. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. Pass to Westbrook. pass to Tucker. Now here's McLemore. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
Embry the pass to Jones. That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Houston making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Austin Rivers in for McLemore. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman. Hunter comes in for Damian Jones. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bembry. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. Let's see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Stripped it away. Capella with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Huerter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the first one drops. The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Rockets trail by 10. Goes up off the inbound. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And Huerter gets it to go.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Houston now, time running out. Harden outside. From past the arc. But they get it back. For the 3. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Huerter and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 6 and the basket from James Harden. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Atlanta leading by 6. Huerter passes to Hunter. 55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 to shoot. Young passes to Capella, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
To the middle. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Capella. Unable to get that one. Chandler with the defensive effort.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Again, the miss by Harden. Young taking his time here. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Atlanta with the W, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point guard. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins. And it's Chris in at the 5. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Atlanta with the ball. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson to the inside. Back to Herter. Collins. And Collins is right there.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Here's Curry. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Hunter grabs the miss.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Curry. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Herter, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Chris can't hit.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And Collins is right there.
So quick off the floor. First jump, second jump. Collins regularly beats people to the ball.
It's Curry outside. That shot off. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Chris. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Poked away. And here is Curry. From deep three-point range. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got... Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Curry passes it to Chris. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teagan for Trae Young. Curry attacking. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
You gotta love his commitment to drive the basketball to the paint.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks, leading by 5. Over to the wing. Reddish kicks to Teague. Reddish with the ball, working on Green.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Damian Jones comes in for John Collins. And DeAndre Bembry's subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Toscano. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Jones, the pass to T, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Free throw good, T.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Poole. Pass to Looney. And stolen by Dedmon. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And earlier we spoke with Klay Thompson about the value of someone he's known a long time. Draymond.
Realize how easy it is to get looks from him.
Greg, you think about the championships they've won together. Incredible connection between these two.
Yeah, I mean, they have different styles, play different positions, but both are tough, competitive, and step up when it matters most.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Teague. Jones is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Reddish. And it's Bembry in at the 2. 6 on the shot clock. Toscano off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks leading by 5. Jones drives in. And he converts the layup.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Reddish. Feeds it to Jones. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Bembry. Wiggins with some nice D.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone. And because of the versatility, Pascal is a guy you can kind of plug into almost any lineup.
Has just enough length, GA, and strength and skill in shooting. Doesn't stand out in one area, but as a whole, he's a difference maker at both ends.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Wiggins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Bembry. The putback. Here's Jones. Missed it, even after all those chances.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now, he's hurting the team.
On three-pointer, Wiggins, offensive rebound. Looney out to the right wing. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And with the way Teague can move in the open floor, there is just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Poole the pass to Pascal. Another shot, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass, a hustle player who really wills himself out there.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And that one falls for Looney. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
DeAndre Hunter, over 3 years at Virginia, was a very mature player, and he left with a championship under his belt.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal. When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Curry against Young. Curry deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Curry with it. Young's there. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Good vision from Steph. But for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
Fernando, the pass to Capella. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the pass to Fernando. Here's Capella. It's picked off. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Shoots the 3. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry is so dangerous in the open floor. Nice finish.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Atlanta was looking great right away. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, and that should.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Curry passes it to Chris, and Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
And Young kicks to Capella. The dunk and the foul, a power. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hey, if Herter can beat defenders with the dribble drive, they can't crowd him on the perimeter.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Young. Kicks it out to Collins. 5 to shoot. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Golden State moving it around. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Atlanta leading by 7. Reddish dishes to Collins.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Poole, the pass to Toscano.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Bembry shot good. Bembry's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Thompson inside. Atlanta with the rebound. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. Bank shot, no good. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Smailagic, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Got a piece of it. Thompson right side. From downtown. The shot that time, not on target. And Atlanta will come the other way.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Thompson. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. Young is subbed in for T. Young pass to Fernando. And here's Young. Passes it to Fernando. Back to Young. From deep. Rebounded by Smailagic. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And it's good, 2 points. Now just a 4-point Hawks lead.
What I know about Draymond, he's not going to beat you with a ton of post moves. He's a guy who wins with effort.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Curry with the three. Fernando pulls it in. Hunter with it, working on Pascal. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Then it's Jones. Then there's Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. Young with the steal. And now here comes Jones leading the break. And Herter gets it to go.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Young against Curry. Fires the 3. Fernando pulls it in. Fernando's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one is good. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Curry from deep three-point land. Rebound, Atlanta. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Fernando. Tries again. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Here's Fernando. Guarded by Green. The kick out to Young. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Fernando, the pass to Jones. Down low. Young up top. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Curry way outside. Not going to go that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Young against Curry. Knocked loose. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hunter, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And the basket by Curry. Atlanta leading by 9. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Back to Herter. Young looking it over. Outside, Jones. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Herder. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Trae Young.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Damian Jones. And Collins subbed in for Bruno Fernando. Young with the ball. From deep three-point range, Chris with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Or is he actually insane enough to think that he might be able to make that? Either way, we might see him sitting by himself for a while.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Here's Golden State now.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. In the corner, Herder with it. Kicks to Hunter. Pass to Bembry. To the wing right side. From deep, Collins. No good there.
Just a phenomenal job by Klay Thompson. A defender who can guard.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
everybody who plays can make reads. Everybody can dribble, really. Everybody can make a read. So if you're like a 7-2 center and you get the rebound, somebody's going to drop because they're coming to rebound. Make that read, and that'll take you to the next step. I definitely.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Coach Brett Brown wants Ben Simmons shooting.
Absolutely, D.A. Thank you. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the center.
And it's clear why Capella shoots at such a high percentage. I mean, because he picks good shots to take inside.
Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here is Young with nobody on him. He buries the jumper.
An adept mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Harris's shot is off. Atlanta with the ball. Here's Herter. And Embiid with the block. Outside, Horford. In the corner, it's Richardson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Richardson's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, there's the toughness and grit of Richardson, absorbing a lot of contact and powering through it.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Simmons dishes to Richardson. Simmons passes to Richardson. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Horford. And that one, good.
Absorbing contact, finishing strong. I mean, Horford is more physical than some people give him credit for.
To the middle, here's Hunter. And no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Teague in for Young. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Inside, it's stolen by Reddish. Capella dishes to Teague. Here's Herter. He can't hit that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Richardson attacking. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got 6 points.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
And stolen by Richardson. Simmons looking it over. Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And there's another turnover by Atlanta. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. The 76ers also with a sub. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Richardson. And the rejection by Collins. Chalk up 2 there.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Jones kicks to Reddish. Back to Jones. Pass to Reddish. Here's Collins. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. T kicks to Reddish. Left side, Jones. He feeds it to Reddish. 8 feet away. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Lobbed up there for Embiid. The kick out to Scott. And it's Thybulle in the corner. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. And the 76ers also making a change. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Teague, the pass to Fernando. The kick out to Teague. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Reddish with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Korkmaz passes to Burks. Outside Robinson with 1 on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers on top. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
We've got Dwayne Dedmon. Trae Young is out there with Bembry. Then there's Hunter. And it's Fernando in at the power forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. Here's Korkmaz. Feeds it to Scott. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
And Young kicks to Dedmon. Back to Young. Stolen by Robinson. And they're pushing it up. Here's Milton, and it's blocked.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use. Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
Pass to Korkmaz. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Fast break, the Hawks. Count that one. Fernando's got his second bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Young, no good.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
A shot by Milton, no good.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Dedmon kicks to Hunter, passes to Young. Dedmon inside. Scott's there. The Hawks working the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Fernando. Robinson with the block. Now the 76ers on the break. Robinson's got the ball. Here's Korkmaz, and the basket is good. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Scott the pass to Milton, and they pick up 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. To the paint. Fernando, that's good. Fernando's got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Outside, Robinson. Feeds to Scott. The steal. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bembry.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Outside, Scott. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Scott. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Tobias Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Glenn Robinson III. Josh Richardson's checked in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Alec Burks. Herter, that's good, and so Teague with the assist. Herter's got 5 points so far. Simmons passes to Scott. Richardson outside. Now here's Simmons. To the inside. It's stolen by Jones. To the middle. It's stolen by Harris. Here's Scott. And finished off by Scott.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Al Horford's checked in for Scott. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Richardson. And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Atlanta making a switch here. Capella's checked in. 44 seconds left in the first half. The kick out to T. Richardson outside. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Joel Embiid. He's checked in for the 76ers. The pass to Herter. Here's Capella, right wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Collins passes to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Capella. Embiid with the steal. Simmons left side. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Simmons got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, at almost 7 feet tall, Simmons is hard to contain. The defense has to push him farther away.
And all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Young. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Philadelphia. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 3. Now here's Simmons. He kicks it to Embiid. Harris, right side. Outside, Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Richardson against Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 10 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Harris. Simmons passes to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Horford trying to free himself up. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trailing. Here's Hunter. Count the basket. Hunter's got his first bucket of the night.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
That's good from Horford on the assist by Simmons.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Shots good from Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the lob for Harris. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Young, here we go. Makes it off the glass. Capella's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Richardson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Collins. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Damian Jones is checked in for Clint Capella. Bruno Fernando comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for Kevin Huerter.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Inside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Horford goes in. Richardson left side. To the paint. Here's Korkmaz. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Trae Young. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the 2 of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges means that he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
The first free throw is good.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Burks. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Horford trying to free himself up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Bembry kicks to T. Pass to Jones. The kick out to T. Back to Jones. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Bembry. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. That'll be a 5-second call.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter of the game. It's stolen by Jones. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Horford. Down low. It's deflected. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Hunter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Robinson. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Pass to Simmons. Now Thibault. Horford trying to free himself up. Thibault can't get it to go. Hunter with it. Embiid's there. Count that bucket. Hunter's got 6 points.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Pass to Embiid. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harris, bounce pass. Horford the pass to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Embiid's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. Reddish dishes to Capella. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Terrific at penetrating inside. The mobility Simmons possesses at his size, amazing.
Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. And so he hits the technical free throw.
I mean, look, every year Harris looks more confident. He goes through stretches where he can dominate.
And stolen by Hunter. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Young with the ball. 2 points. That one goes. And the Hawks lead by 1.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, do your best, and you live with the results.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
First free throw is good. And Al Horford drops them both. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Now the pass to Hunter. And Embiid pulls it down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Young looking it over. Fourth quarter still Young, just over a minute play. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Horford the pass to Embiid. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
And the rejection by Collins. And the basket by Harris. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Young drives in, and it's blocked by Simmons. Now Embiid. Kicks it to Richardson. Horford the pass to Harris. Horford dishes to Richardson. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Herter. It's deflected.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
Here's Young. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Here's Young. Here's Hunter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Harris.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
Outside, Simmons. He kicks to Richardson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Simmons finds Horford. Embiid with it. Capella covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Hawks trailing. Here's Young. Yes, and the foul. That one on Harris.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Richardson the pass to Embiid. Collins with the block. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Basket good. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
Got to be more forceful than that when guarding Capella. I mean, he fends off defenders with such ease.
Simmons against Young. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Easy to see why Simmons is on the floor. He's terrific at capitalizing during important parts of the game.
Young dishes to Capella. Poked away and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Embiid with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Embiid trying to break loose. That's good from Harris on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got 3 assists now in this one. Young outside. He feeds it to Capella. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Harris. Capella. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 3. Embiid kicks to Simmons. It doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Herter. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hand. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now here's Richardson. Out to Harris. Back to Richardson. Left side, Horford. Harris outside. Here's Simmons. It drops.
Remarkable, the poise of the young guard Simmons. He knows it's his responsibility to come through in tight spots.
Here's Young. Pass to Herter. And stolen by Harris. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Can't waste any time here.
But you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Back to Young. From deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. So the 76ers win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Definitely agree with that, Brendan. But for me, I just say, like, perfect your craft. You know, don't let no one stop you from doing what you want to do, not even yourself, and keep grinding, and you should get what you want.
Awesome. Great advice. Well, thank you all for joining us on 2K TV. Congratulations to a wonderful season, and I hope to see you guys defending the title next year.
A view of the Atlanta skyline and all the... And David.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta...
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Green, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. Now here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Capella. And Young, here we go. And there it is for him.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a... Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
And Young, here we go. Capella, and the layup is good.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, Westbrook keeping his options open on that possession, doesn't force the shot, and finds a man breaking free.
And good that time.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Count it. Westbrook's got 6.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Young looking around. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Look, I know some guys are going to dunk, but when it's Westbrook, man, he fires up his teammates.
And the pass to Herter. The Hawks working the ball around. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That's his first foul. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Houston also making some changes. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Up again, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And Harden with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Young passes to Capella. And Covington sends it back. Rivers kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Pass to Capella. The kick out to Young. Back to Capella. It's stolen by Green. James Harden again. 9 points in the game so far. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Atlanta making some changes. Damian Jones comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Teague in for Young. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. Passes it to Reddish. Now Teague. To the inside. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Teague.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
For the Hawks, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for John Collins. And DeAndre Bembry subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for James Harden. Rivers passes to Tucker. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Here's McLemore. Pass to Carroll. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Here's Tucker.
Well, some more of the reach effect of Dedmon. The way he times that one. Impressive shot blocking ability.
The Hawks trail by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. The pass to Bembry. Inside and stolen by Gordon. Rivers dishes to McLemore. Kicks it to Carroll. Here's Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offline from the top of the key. Got it up. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And you really have to give credit to Gordon right there, getting up in his man's.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
They've got Bembry, also Teague out there, and it's Fernando in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
Russell getting to the rim, one of my favorite things to watch the entire season.
Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And finished off by Westbrook.
Yeah, Westbrook, you fear this. He gets locked in early in games like this. It could be a monster performance.
Herter passes to Dedmon. Here's Fernando. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herter's pass leads to an open look.
Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Herter, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. Here's Young, banked in off the glass. Young's got 6.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's Young, and he lays it straight in.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young, and he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Rockets leading by 5. Here's Westbrook. Here's Covington. Back to McLemore to the left side wing. Goes back up. Westbrook drives in, and it's good on the way in. Westbrook's got 21. Brett, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Young passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. 13 points in the game.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 6-point game. And that one, good. Herter's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Atlanta making some changes. Jones checked in for Capella. Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. And the Rockets making a change here as well. James Harden, he's checked in for McLemore. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've led by as much as 10. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Young. Carroll with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Young determined on that play there. The foul not keeping him from getting up the shot.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Rockets leading by 10. Harden right side. And Harden with the stuff.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Atlanta, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Jones kicks to Bembry. Back to Jones. From 11 feet away. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 29 points. And that's going to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, McLemore is out there with Rivers, and it's Chandler. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
To the middle. Here's Chandler. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. To the paint. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Collins.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Here's McLemore, and the dunk by McLemore.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Hunter dishes to Collins. And Chandler sends it back.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
Green inside. Young's there. And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist from McLemore. Green's got his first points of the game. The Hawks trail by 10. It's Collins with the drive. Here's Young, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 20.
Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
McLemore, the pass to Chandler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You can tell the defense is respecting the interior play of Tyson Chandler. You got to whack him when he's down that low.
The Rockets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Jones comes in for John Collins. Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Bembers subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Houston with a big group substitution here. Robert Covington's checked in for Austin Rivers. P.J. Tucker comes in for Green. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. And James Harden subbed in for Ben McLemore. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the Rockets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Now, here is Young. 22 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch. In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Young drives in. It's good. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Well, Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there, like a semi-truck coming at you.
That shot missing. The Rockets go the other way with it. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lays it up off the glass. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Teague against Westbrook. Jones kicks to Bembry. Reddish the pass to Fernando. Teague drives in, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's...
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Jones. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Teague against Westbrook. Great D that time from Teague.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Basket counts. Westbrook's got 37. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jones. John Collins comes in for Bruno Fernando. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Benbrook. The Rockets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in for Danuel House. Got a piece of it. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Collins, good.
Keep seeing John Collins and his skill set rounding into form.
Harden outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 4 rebounds in this game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Back to Collins. Clock at 6. Green with the rebound. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Trae Young, he's checked in for T. Westbrook with it. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
The 3 from Harden. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Collins in the post, guarded by Harden. And that one's good. Hunter.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's Westbrook. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got 41.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Stolen by Gordon. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Offline with his 3. Here's Hunter. Good on the bucket.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Here's Westbrook. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th. Here's Huerter. They get it back. Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
All free throws good from Capella. Houston's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. It's good. Westbrook's got 45 points.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Rockets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Houston making a switch here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Bahamute comes in for Green. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Eric Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Here's Westbrook. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 14. To the inside. Here's Capella. Chandler with the rebound. Now Sefolosha. He dishes it to Westbrook. From deep. The shot, no good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did.
sir.
Thank you.
Dude, thank you, thank you.
Hey, it's Brian again.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Atlanta. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA up. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Collins inside. Capella kicks to Collins, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Warriors with possession here. And here is Curry. Thompson outside. Curry finds Wiggins. Back to Curry. Hunter grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Young way outside, and a miss there on the triple. On offense, here are the Warriors.
And drafted 8th overall back in 2016. Chris played with 4 different teams in his first 4 years.
He came into this league, GA, with a raw skill set, without a defined role. But the physical ability, we know is there. He's still very young and still has a lot of room to grow.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Young. To the middle, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a 3. It's good from long range. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Stephen Curry, as soon as he crosses the half-court line, he's in range.
Now, here is Young. For 3, 6 on the shot clock, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks trail by 4. Young left side. Takes the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 5 points so far. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Here's Young, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Hunter, the pass to Collins. He kicks it to Hunter. Young outside. There's the 3. The offensive rebound. Capella with the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. 1:02 left in the first. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. Young with the ball. Covered by Chris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Hawks, Reddish, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. Here's Poole. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Hawks trail by 3. The Hawks working the ball around. Outside Teague. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So both teams changing it up here. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Poole. Pass to Toscano. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Reddish. And he comes up with the deuce.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
He got it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors. So, Greg, as you know, we asked Steph Curry, a great self-motivator.
Oh, my wife, for sure. Yeah.
Sounds like he's got a good team, both at home and right here in front of us.
Steph has already put up a Hall of Fame career, but you can tell he doesn't feel anywhere near being done.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Eric Paschall. Looney out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Toscano in at the 3. Paschall with the steal.
Right idea, wrong execution. They were looking to get a high percentage shot inside, but the pass was too late.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. Teague with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Jones. Over to the left wing. Passes it to Bembry. Teague deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And there it is for him.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man. Last season, Damian Jones getting ample chances to show what he can do. Not a huge quantity guy, but boy, he made the most of his touches.
You know, Damian Jones, he makes about 2/3 of his shots for his career. He knows what it's about, and that's finishing at the rim. A bit of an old school center in that regard. He lives at the rim on both ends.
An unselfish wing who continues to evolve as a playmaker. Wiggins shows he's more than just a scorer.
The 17-footer doesn't go that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Pass to Toscano. And Jones sends it back, but he stays with it. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
Right side, Teague. Dedmon kicks to Teague. Back to Dedmon. There's the pass to Bembry. Over Wiggins. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jones has got his second basket of the game.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Poole. Teague covering. Looney with the bucket.
Terrific work inside from Looney. He continues to get more comfortable down there.
The Hawks trail by 5. Teague, the pass to Bembry. Pass to Reddish. Right side, Jones. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Teague. Then for the Warriors, Smailagic is checked in, and Curry subbed in for Wiggins. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Now here's Curry. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. 1:41 left to play in the first half. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Jones. Pass to Fernando. Second chance shot. A putback. It's good on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Curry. He's got 8. Looney with the bucket.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And here's Reddish. Pass to Fernando. Shoots over Curry. Jones trying to get open. Fernando can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Poole. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside for Curry. Beyond the arc. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
Outside Curry. There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors. Now Reddish. And there's the pass to Bembry. In the corner, it's Hunter. Here's Bembry. Out to the right wing. The 11-footer. Here's Jones. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors ahead. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He had 10 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we're just saying that because it's true.
Stephen Curry, that's a luxury to have a guy that can run off screens, and shoot the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
Young taking his time here.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. And the basket is good.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
The Warriors have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Curry dishes to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 15 points.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
GA, let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loved this game.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. For the lead, again, Young missing.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Curry, good.
Hey, continue to stack it up from 3. He's got 2 in each half so far.
Herter passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young finds Capella, and that one drops. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Capella. Curry, good.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Outside Teague. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
1:32 left to play in the 3rd. Curry from deep 3-point land. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 4. Reddish kicks to T. Takes a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Kevin Herter. He's checked in for the Hawks. Teague against Pascal. And Pascal pulls it down.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Curry way outside, and the Warriors miss again.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And Reddish with the slam.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Reddish. And Teague has it in the corner. 5 on the clock. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Fernando's got his second bucket.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. It's been and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then it's Eric Pascal. And it's Smailagic in at the 5 spot. And Curry has it in the corner. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target with his 3.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Herter passes to Reddish. Back to Herter. Curry brings the double. Here's Dedmon, and it's good off the back rim and in. Dedmon's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. Outside Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 26 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Teague. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Teague against Curry. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Atlanta making some changes. John Collins, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Reddish. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Draymond Green comes in for Eric Pascal.
Pulling up off the bounce, just another tool Young uses to create separation.
Curry against Young. Here's Chris. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
That one good for 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Curry. A 3 ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Curry's got 29 in the game.
When you need a big basket, call on Stephen Curry. This guy is not afraid of taking those shots.
Young outside. Curry with the defensive effort. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Chris throws it down.
You gotta give Chris props there. Although he's young, he isn't afraid of the moment.
Young dishes to Jones. Outside Collins. Right wing. Lock at 6. Here's Hunter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Strong drive by DeAndre Hunter. Excellent approach to the game mentally. Knows when to attack and when to defer.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Wiggins is checked in.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Curry kicks to Green. Puts up a 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Green. Curry's got 32 points.
and they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Collins, drills the baseline jumper.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Outside Curry. It's good.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He's off from 17 feet, and they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Curry with a wide open look. Chris tipped back in for two. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Curry with it. For the three. Green against Collins. Back to Curry from deep three-point range from beyond the arc and then some.
When you combine the usage with the accuracy, hard to think of a better three-point shooter in NBA history, Steph Curry.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.